Two Super Bowls have come and gone since the Cincinnati Bengals last appeared. That changes now. Welcome, everybody, to NFL Game Day Highlights, a special Championship Sunday edition here presented by Pepsi. I am Brett Lewis with you from our NFL Network newsroom in Los Angeles. One half of Super Bowl 56 is set. The Bengals, in dramatic fashion, knocking off the Chiefs at Arrowhead to punch their ticket to SoFi Stadium in Super Bowl 56. Let's say hello to our DB, D'Angelo Hall, with us for the next hour here as we break down everything that happened. Chiefs open up the huge lead, 21-3, and man, Bengals stayed with it, D. Hall. What a game.
Yeah, Rhett, they just kept fighting. They kept fighting and kept fighting. And you knew cool Joe Burrow was going to just stay composed, right? That was the word of the day, I thought, for the Cincinnati Bengals. They showed composure, man. They were able to weather that initial storm from Kansas City. And how fitting, right? They played this football team. They got down to this football team a couple weeks ago, and they understood the challenges and fighting their way back, right? They tried to come out, run the football. That wasn't working, and they said, you know what? We have to put the football in our best player's hands, and that's Joe Burrow, and he just made things happen, Rhett. It was amazing to watch. I didn't think the Bengals had a chance when they went down 21-3. But, man, those boys just kept fighting, and I love it for them.
Joey Burrow, man, does not let this team lose. Love it. So for the first time since Super Bowl 23, Bengals are heading back to the Super Bowl. Let's get you your overtime highlights. So this comes after Harrison Butker once again kicked the Chiefs into overtime. Call went in favor of the Chiefs. Joe wanted the shot at it at first. Patrick was ready. He was like, all right, let's go. And here we're off and running. In OT, 2nd and 10. Oh, my. Eli Apple, D. Hall, almost with a shot to end it right there.
Yeah, and that was probably the writing on the wall right there, because when we saw that play, we said, oh, my goodness, he got away with one, because Eli Apple should have walked that off and end the game right then and there.
Let's go 3rd and 10. Mahomes. Nearly picked on the play before. This time is picked. Going deep, but it's Von Bell, the safety, who comes up with the INT, trying to get it to Tyreek Hill. Nice work by Jesse Bates, the other safety, to knock it away and into the hands of Bell, who then gets taken down by Travis Kelce just shy of midfield. And the Bengals offense back out 6 plays later. How about 2nd and 3? Joe Mixon. All the way down, just shy of the 10-yard line as he finds a crease there. And the Bengals are in Evan McPherson field goal range. And there he is, the best rookie kicker I think we've ever seen in the NFL, with his 12th field goal here to get it done. Not of the game, obviously, but, man, what a day for McPherson. What a postseason for McPherson. What a day for Cincinnati. And Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs will head home falling shy of the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow and the Bengals getting it done. Burrow here, 23 of 38, 250, pair of touchdowns. Had the interception in the second half as the Bengals were making their comeback. They were still able to overcome it. Bengals defense stepping up in a big way in the second half. And really, and we'll get to it here. We'll get you the full highlight here in just a little bit. But you got to think about what went down that final play of the first half. Final drive for the Chiefs of the first half. Down at the 5-yard line. Comes away with no points. Huge shift in the game at that point. Bengals come out. And once again, that's why you draft a kicker. Yes, indeed. Evan McPherson. 11 for 11 on field goals after the go-ahead 52. Then just hit his 12th. Perfect 12 for 12 in the postseason. California, here we come. Yes, indeed. The Bengals are now headed to SoFi Stadium in Super Bowl 56. Here now are James Palmer on the field with Bengals wideout T. Higgins.
T, I'm going to ask you about the kick. First off, I'm assuming with your kicker, you didn't have it down in your mind.
I'm buckled my helmet, put my helmet, and took off my gloves. I knew he was going to make it, without a doubt.
What did you guys do in the second half to change the way the course of this game went?
We just adjusted, you know what I'm saying? And we was just us. And we came out, fought hard, came out with a W.
Think about the time that this has taken for this organization to get here. What has Joe done to change things? What has Zach done to change things? Why is the culture different? And now you guys are heading to the Super Bowl.
Nobody's selfish. We're playing as a family. And that's all you can ask for in the organization. Just everybody come in and play as a family, and it's paying off. You can see it. So
you guys as an offense, when you're down, nobody panics. Why?
because we know what we got. You know what I'm saying? We know what we got. We got the firepower, and we're always going to be us regardless. We're just going to play calm and be us, and the play's going to come to us.
Go enjoy it. Get ready.
Thank you.
James Palmer there with T. Higgins. T in this game was targeted 10 times, more than any other Bengals receiver. 6 catches, 103 yards to lead the Bengals through the air. Joe Mixon got it done on the ground with 88 yards. None bigger than that final carry to help set up, final couple of carries there to help set up the Evan McPherson game winner. It was perfect 12 for 12 this postseason. Phenomenal work by the Bengals here. And think about this, D-Hall. 28 times since Patrick Mahomes has been the starter for the Kansas City Chiefs going back to the 2018 season. They've had an 18-point lead in 28 games, which is kind of shocking in and of itself. But they're 28-0 in those games, D-Hall. And in this one, they're also up 18 and let the Bengals come back. Let's start with how the Bengals did it.
Well, the Bengals were able to force turnovers, right? They were able to get pressure on Patrick Mahomes. And there were several times, right? We love Patrick Mahomes when he extends plays, right? I wrote in my notepad on the first or the second touchdown when Patrick extended the play and threw it to one of his receivers. I want to say it was Tyreek Hill or Kelsey. I said, man, Patrick Mahomes looks like Houdini. And then later in the game, I'm telling Patrick Mahomes to throw the football away, but he's still trying to extend the play. And you saw that pass rush just able to get to him. And then, you know, he kind of was rushing his throws from time to time. But it was the turnovers, no doubt, by the Cincinnati Bengals that really catapulted them to win this football game. You talked about that play right before half. I mean, that was one of those momentum-shifting plays. If you're Kansas City and you go in the locker room after you scored, whether that's a touchdown or a field goal, man, you feel great about yourself, right? But if you're the Cincinnati Bengals and you're able to stop that explosive offense, I think you feel even better because you know you've been in this situation before just a couple weeks ago. And just like T. Higgins said, they know they have the firepower. You take Jamar Chase away, T. Higgins is going to make a play. I didn't see enough for Tyler Boyd out there, but it didn't matter. The next guy just made a play. I got to shout out my guy Samaje Perine. He was a teammate of mine in Washington. I mean, he comes in, takes that screen pass right before the half, 41 yards for a touchdown, and that was another big momentum boost for the Cincinnati Bengals and part of the reason they were able to pull this football game out.
Think about this, D-Hall. They had the ball at the 5-yard line at one point we were talking about 13 seconds again at the end of the first half, right? They had 13 seconds left on the clock and they were in scoring range. Don't get it, right? I mean, and look, hindsight's 20/20. Obviously, a field goal in that situation would have definitely affected the outcome of this game, you would think, considering the Bengals won by 3. But then they had a 1st and 5, the Chiefs did. 1st and 5 from the Bengals 4-yard line, or from the Bengals 5-yard line with 1:30 to go. And they end up settling for a field goal at the end of regulation. So certainly had their opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely, Red. Sometimes you just get too fancy, right? That's a play right there. Patrick Mahomes, like, I just got to make something happen. Probably should have thrown it away just to try to get some points on the board, but he decided to give it to one of his premier playmakers. But the Cincinnati Bengals defense comes in handy and bails them out.
Bengals get it done on defense, limiting the Chiefs to just 3 points in the second half, allowing their offense to make that comeback, tied for the biggest comeback in championship game history. Got to go back to the Indianapolis Colts, who did it against the Patriots back in 2006, making up an 18-point deficit to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. All right, let's show you how.
Get to like, subscribe, and share all of our channels. Check us out. Hey, tell us what you think about it. Are we hitting it on the nail on the head or are we not? Please leave a comment. Let us know. Tell us how the flow is. But don't forget, this is your boy MC D-Rex, and I'm out. Peace.